MCRB currently up $431, just made a $1,200 loss back, made $1,600 so far on this trade. MCRB still in this it's the Megatron ascending triangle pattern, right? So we do have this, very large ascending triangle pattern. You take a look at this play, and this is all we want right here, right? MCRB, we have this beautiful uptrend, and if this stock starts cracking this uptrend, that's where we know, hey, we can look for a possible short, because we have held right at this mark right here, and we have held right at this mark right here, and 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 now again, what are we starting to have? Starting to get a little iffy around these parts. So this stock needs to break upwards soon, because if it cannot break upwards, if I start seeing anything probably below $19, that's where I'm going to start looking for it. This stock is easily accessible for shorts. There's an E right here, shows us that we can short it with no fee. And we can see that this stock is starting to go underneath this line a little bit. Notice again, all we're looking for is this trend line. Once this trend line starts cracking, we know things are going to start getting a little bit weaker. Stock is still just trying to hold on up. Probably my first little shorts are going to come through at the crack of 1910. That's probably where I'm going to start looking for the ultimate plan of what? Something that looks like that, right? That's the ultimate plan. To see a stock, have a great trend line and then start seeing this thing start dropping. So MCRB, I am looking again for the short right here. MCRB, I am short 1,000 shares. Got in at 1894. Just shorted my first amount of shares right here, 1894, for the stock to start dropping. And why am I doing that? Because the trend line's starting to get a little iffy here. Stop loss would be if I see the stock get back above 1930-ish. 1930-ish is where I'd probably start saying, all right, you know what? I want to stay smart on this play. Starting to drop on down a little bit more right here. I'm holding again my shares, only in on 1,000 shares right here. Actually, that 1930-ish, actually where I may add a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to add a little bit right here. I'm actually adding a little bit just to take my cost basis up. So again, I went from around that 1890, just added 500 shares. Now I'm at 1904. So again, 1904, I think this trend line is going to start cracking soon. So I am going to short first play on my Money Monday. Currently, again, in the red at 201. But anything that goes below the price of 1904 is where I start making money. So I'm really just watching for this stock to drop. Getting out 100% if I ever see this up towards around this 1940-ish marker. So 1930-ish is kind of where that top resistance is. I don't want to get squeezed on this play. I'm looking for the crack underneath $19 right now. Currently down about $201 at this time. Cost basis 1904. Looking for the trend line to crack. May get one last little pop here and there, but I'm okay with where we're currently at. Again, not a ginormous share type of trade with only 1,500. So again, I'm allowing it to have a little bit of wiggle room. But right now I am still watching for, again, the main drop to start coming back on down and seeing the stock start getting a little bit uglier. I am watching this play very closely for, again, the crack of the trend line. And now again, we are back up, back down towards around $19, looking to go in the green on the first time on this trade for the drop. Now, where would the drop go down towards? The drop that I want to see is down towards the VWAP. The VWAP is right on along 1810. So again, we have been kind of right on the bottom side of this trend line. I'm waiting for really that strong dump on off. And the thing is, this is a stock that could possibly squeeze itself. We have seen this play go on massive rips, massive runs, and get some big time attention towards it. So again, currently in the red, but I do have a nice little stop loss right around 1940. 1940 is where I would say, hey, not worth it for me to get squeezed if this one wants to go to $20 plus. So right now it's getting a little bit close to that area. Being careful here. Yep, and I am out. Look at that. I'm out. I'm out because I'm not getting squeezed. I'm out, not risk getting squeezed on this play. Notice again, the stock go on a nice little move. Again, I am 100% out, not risking getting squeezed because we actually may go on the upside now, and I'm actually turning and going long. I'm going to turn and go long on this play for a possible next leg and a next squeeze. So now again, this stock, 2012. I just bought in on this play, looking to see if this one's going to get the nice leg on up and the nice squeeze. So now again, I'm on the long side, 1,500 shares, looking for the squeeze and the break on up. And there we go, baby. There's the squeeze. There's the break on up. Let's see if we get halted now. The short didn't work out, so I gave it the good old flipperoo right there. MCRB Currently up $431, just made a $1,200 loss back, made $1,600 so far on this trade. Shorted this play looking for the downtrend crack. It squeezed me out, so you know what? I said, hey, if we got lemon squeezing, let's make lemonade. Gave it the good old switcheroo, went on the long side, 1,500 shares, and now the stock is breaking on out. So that's why we have stop losses. Here is, again, here are my entries, my exits. Again, I shorted this play at 1894, 1,000 shares. You could see SSD, short. Then I shorted again at 1925, SSD. I covered my shares, BOT, buying back the shares, 500, 500, 500, and then I rebought again at 500, 500, 500 at 2009, 2013, and 2016, giving my cost basis 2012. So 2012 right there. Now again, I am looking for this play, of course, to be able to open on up and get that big time move and get that big time breakout. We got two chances. We got two different ways we can make money here. We go on the long side or we go on the short side. You know, this play right here, looking at MCRB, I thought we were going to crack the trend line and the stock was going to dump. You know what? The stock didn't crack the trend line. And instead, the stock started forming this pattern, an ascending triangle pattern. So I'm not going to fight it. I'm not going to hold my short. I'm not going to sit here and complain. Why is it again every stock that I buy ends up going on down? What am I going to do? Hey, it's not cracking. It's setting itself in an ascending triangle pattern. Let me get in or let me get out and let me get back in on the right way. There's only two ways the stock's going to be going. It's either down or up or down. And if I pick down and I'm losing, let's go up. Right? So MCRB right here, this is an ascending triangle pattern. Notice again the two differences what I was looking at. We had our uptrend. I was looking for the crack right here. The crack never happened. So the stock is again now breaking its top resistance line and more looking for this ascending triangle pattern for its next leg and next breakout. If we have a gap up towards $22 plus, I probably will lock in a little bit just to be smart. You know, I made back a $1,200 loss in 10 seconds. So, you know, that's, you know, the best thing about it. Now, again, keeping our eyes peeled here. Market opens back on up, 27 seconds. We're about 8 seconds away. So here we go. Looking for a nice gap up. It looks like we're going to be gapping up over $22, which is great. Let's see here. And we are live. We are live. We are, again, a little bit crazy. Let's get that $22 break. Get the $22 break right here. I'm going to start locking in a little bit right here just to be smart. I have 500 shares left. Let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going, baby. Let's keep it going, baby. $22 break. Let's see if that can run up even higher. I want to see $23. Anything below, I'm thinking right now, anything below $22.75 out. $22.75, I'm out. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. MCRB, I'm out right now. MCRB, I'm out right now. So I'm 100% out at this moment. And that's just because why? I'm up in the green, took my profit, $682. $682 profit. All right. So I'm happy with that at the moment. I'm happy with that. $682 profit. This stock right here, again, nice pop on up. Got up towards around $22.50. We're still looking for a break. Here's my entries and exits. Again, I started selling the stock at $21.62, $21.61, and $20.93. So again, made $682. There's my full P&L for everyone. Let's watch for a $22 break and see how much more is left in the tank. Let's do a little bit of a recap. What's a little bit of a recap? What do I mean by that? Well, let's look at some of our past chart history and let's wait for the stock to tell us that it's going to be a nice short. Dek, stock to tell us that it's going to be a nice short. Sounding a little bit of craziness here. Sounding a little loco. Well, what do I mean by that? Well, a lot of times these plays are going to show us when the big time short's going to happen. For instance, KODK. If we look back at, let's just go to a 3-minute time frame on KODK. Let's just go to turn off pre-market. It's going to take us a couple seconds to scroll back. But when this stock went on that $60 climb, when this stock ripped and ran all the way up towards around these highs, we had massive move, halt. Massive move, halt. Gap up. Spike, halt, gap up, spike, halt, gap up, and then what happened? Gap down, right? Then gap down, then gap down. So I am going to wait for maybe the first red candle. And once I see this first red candle happen, ooh, I know it's short time then. Just like when we saw with BFRA, right? BFRA, we had spike, gap up, spike, gap up, spike, gap up, spike, gap up, spike, gap up. Opened, red candle. Foom, drop, hold. Open, red candle. Foom, drop, hold. You like these sound effects? They're pretty good. Then on top of that, right? Big time gap down. So it's about, these big time gap downs right here. I'm waiting for the stock to show me that this is going to be the time that we want to go ahead and short this play. So I'm not making the mistake of going over and saying, all right, guys, MCRB just ran up towards around $30 right here. Let's go ahead and short it. I'm not making that mistake. I'm going to let the stock tell me, hey, a red candle just came after we just went from $20 to $50, $60. Now you can short it. Now you can short it after the red candle comes. But I'm going to wait for that red candle. I'm not trying to be, Superman over here and take random guesses as when that's going to be. All right, guys, MCRB, we are back and we are live and we are still gapping up right here. Not in on this play at this time, but I'm watching it. It is starting to get a little bit of a drop here. Not getting filled right now on my sell orders. Did not get filled on any sort. Look at this. They're live right here. Oh, just got filled on a little bit. Oh, that randomly got in right there. So I just got in. Is this one randomly going to get in? Maybe get filled? So I just got 500 shares on the short side. 500 shares on the short side. Okay, cool. This one never got filled. This one didn't get filled, but there's the first red candle. I'm not taking random guesses at the top, right? I'm not taking random guesses at the top. I'm waiting for the stock to speak to me. Tell me what's up, baby. And hopefully, again, this stock, can just, continue to drop and maybe get like $1, $2 drop and it just add $500 to $1,000 on my day. So when is this getting unhalted? This stock is now getting unhalted. If MCRB got halted at 10:22 and 34 seconds, we should get unhalted at 10:27 and 34 seconds. So we got 1 minute here. Now, if it's a hold, I'm hoping the stock does not get unhalted in 1 minute. I don't want it to get unhalted in 1 minute. What do I mean by that? Why don't I want this stock getting unhalted in 1 minute? Well, if it gets unhalted, of course, at 10:22 and 34 seconds, there could still be a little bit of life in this play. When is this stock really going to start looking ugly? If there's maybe a 10-minute hold, where traders are saying to themselves, wow, 10-minute hold, that's not usually the best sign, right? That's, this stock could get a little ugly. So I'm actually hoping at 10:27, it actually goes past that. 10:27 and 35, 36, 40, right? And it's a 10-minute hold. Now, again, if it's a 10-minute hold, that's great. If it's not, I still think I'm going to get that nice gap down, and I'm probably just going to go ahead and, lock out my shares and take my profit, go from there. So, we got about 8 seconds here. Here we go. This play is going to be opening up momentarily. 3, 2, 1. Let's see where you open up at. Still not live. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, are we going to a 10-minute halt? We going to that 10-minute halt? Because you know what usually happens on these type of plays? Once we're over 5 minutes, people start getting a little bit nervous. So, as I showed you guys before, the only thing that I was truly looking for is the first confirmation of that red candle. And of course, as I showed, we turn off pre-market, go back to a 3-minute time frame, just so, again, I can go through the days a little quicker. KODK. What we have on this, right? KODK, this stock, when it went on that absolutely crazy rip and run, this is what I'm comparing it to. Big time spike, red candle, drop on down, red candle, and then we have this massive gap down, almost back down to where it started, right? So, again, that's what I'm looking for. And also, that's why I waited for this red candle to happen. Same exact thing when I take a look over on, what was it, BRFN, I want to say? Right? No, not that play, BRFN. Let me scroll back down to it, like BFRNA, something along those lines. Stock I traded last week to make a $6,000 profit, and that was BFRA. So that was it, BFRA. Where again, BFRA, we look in, it's the same exact thing. Where we do have, again, big red candle. Here's our first red candle. We have a gap down, second red candle. Hopefully, again, gap down, second red candle. Then from there, massive gap down. From there, maybe massive gap down back here before a little bit of a bounce. Oh, we are live. We are live. We are live at this moment. And I'm looking for, again, this one to keep on dropping. Keep on dropping here. We are live at this moment. Keep on dropping here. Keep on going down. I'm going to get out. Take it. I'll take it. $1,217. $1,217 profit. I'll take it. I'll take my profits. Move on. Shout out to you guys right here. I got to do it. Obviously, Juan making that big money, $2,657. Taking profits, $4,900. Javon, 922. Trading Maniac, 520. Keenan Carey, 600. Sammy, 3,138. Marcho making 458. Scotty, 115. Love the P&L. Joe Runner, 278 right here. Cal Kid, $197. Ironhead, 1,200. Trader Mike, 2,980. Jay Cook, 426. Doc Savage, 246. Genesis Point, 600. Ironhead 750, adding over towards his 1,202. Holy moly, 102. Guys, I absolutely love this. I want to read every single person's name here. It would just take, an hour. Shout out to you guys. You guys absolutely deserve these profits.